Hello, thank you and welcome to our YouTube channel. And I hope that in wherever place you are watching this video from, you are doing very fine. So in this video, I want to base my analysis on the statements made by the Vihiga Senator Caleb Amisi about the hatred that Kenyans now have against Hon Raila Odinga. But before I dive deep into the analysis, I want you first to watch and listen to him speaking about that.
I've been a Raila supporter since I joined politics.
Yes.
I think the only other person I've supported other than Raila is Honorable Peter Kenneth because of the starry ties we have with him and because he's the one who introduced me to politics. Any other person other than Peter Kenneth, I've always been with Raila Odinga, even when nobody from my constituency or county could not even utter the name Raila Odinga. Because I believed in his ideals, philosophy, ideologies of changing this country. I believed in the ideals of the party. And I also believed that this country needs a paradigm shift in terms of the true tribal hegemony kind of leadership. Now, Raila represented that kind of change. In not any other time in history have I ever observed, witnessed, seen, and encountered such hatred and venom against Raila than now. I've never witnessed at a time when Kenyans can hate Baba so bitterly to a point that they don't even want him to win anything, including the chairman of, not even AU. They don't want even him to, even the chairman of Ketodip. They'll not even want Raila to win that seat. That kind of hatred I've never witnessed. But I understand it's a hatred that is transferred from Ruto. It is a hatred that was championed towards Ruto. There is a time there was a lot of grandiose in the government, bravado. People are just, buying watches, going outside with, chartered plane, private plane with taxpayers' money. And they're boasting around it. And the Kenyans were suffering. People are just introducing policies and they are passed in parliament, a parliament that was so much compromised that anything that a president wants can pass. So Kenyans felt that this is not the government we thought it's going to be. And they went on the streets in a very non-partisan, non-tribal, leaderless kind of movement that has never been witnessed in this country. Where even in Kericho, where the president comes from, there was maandamano. Even in Eldoret, it started actually in Eldoret, where the president comes from. You could see that this is a national-wide protest.
Now welcome back to the deep dive. So from what you've just heard, it is true that many Kenyans, especially the youths, now hate Raila with a lot of passion. But in this video, I want to base my analysis on the reasons why many Kenyans want Raila or wish that Raila fail in the AUC chairmanship election, which will take place in February of next year. So let's first know when the rain started beating Raila. We know very well that when the Gen Zs began the revolution movement to overhaul the Kenya Kwanza government, Raila opposed to the Gen Z's demands and he was calling for the dialogue. And that was the point where his downfall began. And through this, many Kenyans felt that Raila betrayed them. That was the only point that they were already overwhelmed with the government and they were almost overthrowing the Kenya Kwanza government. But Raila rescued it. But how did Raila help William Ruto from being overthrown by Kenyans. You see, Raila giving his full support to William Ruto brought about the divide and rule method, whereby those who are diehards of Raila stopped going to the road for demonstration just because it was very difficult for them to go against their political father, Raila Amolo Odinga. And those who are not, and that's how the demonstration died completely in Nairobi. Because we know very well that in Nairobi, Raila controls a huge population than William Ruto. So that's the strategy that William Ruto used. And right now, Kenyans have realized that even Raila joining this government, there's nothing good that has come out of it. At all, even those who are pro-Raila have now again realized that Raila just dumped them into a pit hole. And right now, they are very bitter with Raila Odinga. And there is also another group of Kenyans, and these ones are now the pro-Raila people. They just don't want Raila to win the AUC chairmanship position. The reason being that they believe that the relationship between Raila and Ruto is about political interest. And what Raila stands to gain is about the AUC chairmanship position. So if in case Raila fails to get it, then the relationship might not continue. Raila might run against William Ruto in 2027, or he can support Kalonzo Musyoka, but not Ruto again. So this is now the culture where Kenyans believe that we are tired of this government, and now the only thing that can make us have this person out of government is when Raila fails in the AUC chairmanship. So they are praying that Raila fails in the AUC chairmanship because they see that if that happens, that it will be very difficult for William Ruto to win again in 2027 general election. So guys, those were the points I had. But before I conclude this video, I want to kindly request you to take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you. Meet soon in our next video.